Hey entrepreneur, you know that time is precious. And if you want to learn how to get more done, how to manage your time more effectively so you can have a greater impact, you can get more done in your business, you can start connecting to more people, you can start bringing them into your world and making more sales in the long run. If you want to learn how to do that today, then stay tuned because this is the video for you. The end of a long work day. You come home, you kick off your shoes, or maybe you're already home and you change out of your work slippers into your comfortable casual slippers and you lay down and you sigh. And then you realize that you really didn't get much done. Like the day just exhausted you. And there's still some more things on your to-do list and you're just going to begrudgingly get them done, right? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. I'm here to tell you, it does not have to be like that. If you have better time management skills, you're able to prioritize the things that matter most to you. You can spend the energy that you have during the day on the things that fuel you and excite you and actually help generate more energy in your life. That is what we're talking about today. I'm going to show you the simple two-step process to get lots of stuff done. And I'm going to share with you the time-saving strategy that instantly makes you more productive. And I'll share with you a bit of a secret of why I always have colored pens with me. So if you want to know my secret and these great tips, then stay tuned. We'll see you after the intro. Two steps to getting way more done. Step number 1 is to set your priorities. Step number 2 is to write down your to-do list and then actually take action and actually do it. That I guess would be a step 3, but we don't need to say that because we know we're trying to accomplish more things. We're trying to get things done. So in order to do that, in order to have that movement, we need to start by building momentum. And momentum starts by knowing what you need to do, by moving those roadblocks. Take, for example, an actual example here. We're going to think of a giant wheel, a wheel that's 3 times as tall as we are. I know these don't happen all the times, but play with me here. And I want you to think about moving that giant wheel down the road, but it's starting out with cinder blocks behind it. Trying to push that and build movement and build momentum is going to be really difficult because those cinder blocks are stopping us. But if we simply identify that that's what's stopping us from getting moving and we move those cinder blocks out of the way, man, getting that movement going is so much easier. So when we start to identify the goals that we want, it's kind of like we're seeing those cinder blocks are the things that are standing in our way. Because when we identify our goals, we can then follow backwards and figure out all of the steps and things that we're going to need to do in order to accomplish that goal. Once we play that game, once we've done step 1, identifying your goal, step 2, coming up with the to-do list in order to make that a reality, then all we have to do is follow each of those steps systematically, step by step. The path is already laid out for us. It's customized to the resources we have available to us, to our personal goals, to our strengths, and to the obstacles that are standing in our way, which in many cases has to do with our mindset and the stories and the thoughts that we tell ourselves and the blocks that we put on ourselves. So first, 2 steps. Identify your goal. Identify the steps that you need in order to achieve it, and then start achieving it. All right, guys, very simple. I love simple processes. And another simple process you guys can follow, you actually only have to do it once, is to hit the subscribe button here on the channel. You can join us along for the ride. We have new videos every week just for you and your small business. Briefly, we touched on a very important word. Resources. Resources are the people and the physical things around us that are helping us accomplish whatever our task or our goals are. Resources can be like other people to physically move a couch for you. It can also be the wonderful thoughts, ideas, and experiences that people bring to our teams. This is why we hire experts, why we hire consultants, because of the power and the resource that they bring to our team. Resources can also mean financial, meaning money or monies that we have available to us, as well as money and funding and grants and things like that that we can apply for that will help us recover and uncover more resources. We can also think of resources as land or space that we need to meet with our groups or to get a project off the ground. Maybe resources are the computers and the softwares and those types of tools that you need in order to accomplish your goal. So what I need you to do once you've gone through the simple 2-step process of identifying the goal, figuring out your to-do list, then what I want you to do before you try to start taking action is to identify those resources. First, resources that you need, big list. From that, we then go through and we're going to highlight in 2 different colors. One color is going to be resources that we currently already, without having to have a conversation with anyone, we have access to. So, for example, if I wanted to go make a really cool quilt, I'm a nerd. All I have to do is walk down to my quilting studio. I have every resource I could possibly need in order to make that quilt. I don't have to ask anyone. But if you were like, hey, Molly, can you go build a motorcycle? Well, in that case, I would have to find someone who has the brains and the know-how. I need to find someone who can actually put it together because girls got nails and ain't getting my hands dirty like that. I'd have to find the resources of the parts as well, all of the consumables that would be required to build that. There's a lot more resources that I need to understand. So the next color of your highlighter is going to identify the resources that you need access to. And the first one I want you to start highlighting, you can put a little star beside these ones, are the resources that you know who to ask. You know where to go get them. You can make that happen. You can shuffle existing resources to make that happen. Then I want you to circle all of the remaining ones, which should be resources you don't have access to at the moment, either on your own or by asking the people around you. These are the ones that are going to need a little bit more brain power in figuring it out how you can accomplish those. Those are going to be your huge boulders. They're going to be a lot more challenging to get done. So we want to start our plan of attack with accomplishing those resources, getting the resources we need to be successful that we have access to. Then we move on to the resources we need to ask for and we have around us. And then together we can utilize those resources to leverage and get those last resources that we need to move forward. Sounds complicated, but it's really simple when you break it down into that system. Goal, task list, resources. That's the first 3 steps of this it's not giant process. Okay, but first, identifying goals is kind of fun. And it's kind of nerve-wracking, in my opinion, to come up with goals and then just sit on them. Like maybe I'll write them in a journal, but I'll put them away and it won't be shared with the world. I won't be held accountable for them. So I want you to be accountable. I want you to put your goals down in the comments. I don't care if you are watching this an hour after it was posted or a decade later. I want you to stay accountable, and it starts by claiming those goals out loud, even if it's just writing it in the comments. So let me know your goals down below. All right, time to share a little bit of a personal secret with you guys. I have been a productivity junkie for like a decade and a half now. I have gone through all of the different journaling systems and planners and all of that. I used to, even in university, I was like in my mid-20s fully giving myself stickers because what was working at that time for me was also what worked in kindergarten to motivate me. Give me stickers, give me shiny, sparkly stickers after I accomplish a task and I can cross it off my to-do list and put a little sticker on it. I love it. I still to this day find myself using that as part of my productivity schedule. But Now for that's actually not the embarrassing part. So the thing that I do is I give myself, before I give you the secret, I'll give you the foundation behind it, the actual psychology, the nitty gritty behind it. I like to use visual representations of my schedule because I like that visual cue. I'm more of a learner who likes to see what's going on to keep track of it. So yeah, that's why I went through all the different planner systems and whatnot. But the thing that has saved me is colored markers. Having pens in different colors helps me keep my day organized. Anything that's in purple totally means it has to do with my body. And it means like going to the gym, going for a run, my sauna sessions. Anything that has to do with the well-being of my body is prioritized in my favorite color, purple. Anything that has to do with visibility hacking or Live Academy or live stream conversions or the live show or anything like that is written in red. Anything that has to do with rock climbing is always put in orange. There's all of these different systems based on different colors that I use as a way to organize my schedule. Now, carrying around a pencil case full of multicolored pens might not be your thing. That might not be what helps motivate you to get things done. But I'm sharing this with you because I want you to think about how you best are motivated. And be like me if you need to. If you were honestly most motivated when you were getting stickers for accomplishing things, gold stars for doing well, then why not give yourself gold stars? Honestly, because the people who are going to make fun of you for giving yourself gold stars are not the people who are running 7-figure businesses. And if that's your goal, then do whatever it takes to get your business there, to get your movement there, to get you there. And for me, it's colored pens. So if you haven't already, make sure you pop down in the comments with what your big goal is. Maybe it's your yearly goal, maybe you have quarterly goals, but whatever it is, let us know down in the comments. And when you're done, head over to visibilityhacking.com, click the link at the top of the page that says become a visibility hacker and join us in the visibility hacking group. It's a private group on Facebook. You have to answer a couple questions to get in, but we'll let you in as long as you're not a robot. And you can join us there. Tons of fun stuff that we do. And I'd love to see you there. So let's build your business. Let's get your message out to the world and let's help you find your perfect customers. Until I see you again, my friends. Remember, I love you, be excellent to each other, and just go find your people, because they're waiting for you.